So, for the two of you that happen to live under a rock, if you don't know, I am a massive Spider Man fan. And by saying that, I say that to say that um, I am also very much for giving fan films a chance, especially fan films that are of my favorite character. Um, or my second favorite superhero. I mean, in fairness, you guys can see based on this video who my favorite superhero is. I mean, it's not that hard. But um I love Spider-Man. He is my second favorite superhero and my favorite Marvel superhero. And I am currently, as we speak, I am currently holding in my hand the Amazing Spider-Man 800. And besides the controversy behind it, I love that story. And I coveted owning that comic for years because I read it online. I read most of my comics I read online, but some I own. The ones I really love, I actually own them. And Spider-Man means so much to me as a character. And so for this movie to come out is a miracle, one. But two, I think that this movie is genuinely it's so I just want to say that it feels like a failed attempt at something that could have been spectacular. So what I mean is that there's a love for the character here, but it feels like this is like anti-Hollywood, which I am for. I want to preface that. But it feels it feels bitter, too bitter. Like it's extremely bitter. This whole movie just feels like they're trying to like it's clear that it's an Hollywood movie. And you can tell because the effects are at the very best okay. The action scenes are okay. Um but I think the thing about Spider-Man Lotus that really, really, really disappointed me, that was really sad, is that they don't get the titular character right. They don't get Spider-Man right. Now, Spider-Man in every story is not funny. There are some stories where he's serious and stoic. There are stories where he's depressed and alone and vengeful and rageful. But there's always in every Spider-Man story, at least every good one, there's always that panel or two where Spider-Man will come out of what he's going through and show you a different way and show you another way to get through a really, really tough and dark period in your life. Spider-Man will inspire you to be a better person. Spider-Man will inspire you to be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And I felt none of that in this movie. I felt nothing except emptiness, and I felt nothing except dread and sorrow. Spider-Man is not inspiring in Spider-Man Lotus. Spider-Man is a shallow version of himself. The Tom Holland one has inspiring moments. Andrew Garfield, that Spider-Man has inspiring moments. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man has inspiring moments. This has nothing. This is a hollow and a bitter attempt to try to cash grab off of Spider-Man. That's what that's what this is. And while I respect it and while I respect fan films in general, the acting, I mean, what do I for a fan film, it's okay. But if this is in the theaters, this would get mocked and laughed at. And I'm no actor, I'm no film critic. I don't know shit about movies. I don't. I genuinely don't know shit about making movies. But I genuinely think that if you put me and my mods and we came together, we can make a better movie. At least a more coherent story and a better story and an inspiring story, not just a bitter story, a story filled with hatred and a story filled with rage. Like, why? I don't I don't know why they have to make Spider-Man this bitter douchebag. He's not This is not a Dan Slott Spider-Man story from 2017. He does not need to be a douchebag. He does not need to be an asshole, even as Peter Parker. He just does, there's no need for it. This character, Spider-Man, is one of the most upbeat and outgoing dudes you'll ever meet. Ever. It's just so sad. It's so sad. And it's genuinely kind of pathetic. And the fans, we deserve better. We deserve more. And I don't I'm I put my biases aside even though there's some fuck shit that went on with this movie and some of the people involved in it are not very good people. I don't care about that because I would sound like a hypocrite if if um if I didn't like a project or like I like some projects with people that are not such good people. And so I can't say that I don't like a project based off of that. But I don't I would be able to look past the shitty people if the project was even good. I would be able to look past it. But it's not good. It's just not it's not good. I respect the I respect the attempt, and I can see clearly there's love for this character, but it's not it's not good enough to warrant the controversy that it's been creating. And I'm not gonna get into it. You guys can look it up. Just literally search up Spider-Man Lotus controversy, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I don't care. That's not why I'm making this video. I'm making this video to say that Spider-Man as a character means so much to me. And if you're going to make a fan movie about him, you owe it to the fans to make an accurate version of him. If this is what y'all see as comic accurate, I'm worried for the new generation of comic fans. I genuinely am because this is not comic accurate. And and I know everyone's gonna ask me, "What do you think of the suit?" I'm not gonna judge his suit because it's a fan-made film. But I will say that it's not better looking than the Tom Holland suit. Sorry to say, it's not. I don't care really that Tom Holland didn't have a homemade suit because we had seen 2 previous iterations of Spider-Man making a homemade suit. And yes, he should always make his suit, no shit. But Tom Holland's was meant to be a little bit different. And if this is the best attempt to take on the evil leftists in Hollywood, you guys need to do better because the evil leftists in Hollywood at least know how to make a decent Spider-Man movie. Say what you want. Like, you guys can rag on No Way Home, fine. You guys can rag on Far From Home, fine. Spider-Man Homecoming is pretty damn good. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And it's not right versus left. I was making that comment because there's a certain demographic that was really rooting for this movie to take off. And that same demographic is quiet when it comes to controversy behind this movie. So I just am prefacing that. I'm just putting that out there because I think it matters. And I think that it's something that needs to be discussed more. Um, but I want to thank you all for listening slash watching, and I'll take you guys out with my my grifting and yeah. Until next time, guys, I love y'all, and I'll see you next time. All right, so shameless plug time. This will also go into every single one of my StreamYard intros from now on. I want to show you guys my Patreon and my Kick. Now, the thing about my Patreon is that you guys can choose from 2 different memberships. You can either do a request, which is $3.50, or you can do Twitch, Kick, Rumble, and exclusive Patreon content. So if you want to see stuff only on Patreon that you will not see on my YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, or Kick, then go and sub. It is $10 a month, and you don't even have to pay that. If you want me to make a video on any of these platforms, then it's $3.50 for a request. Now, my Rumble. My Rumble is RG_energy. I will be doing exclusive content only on Rumble. So you can find me over on you can find me also over on Rumble, and I will put the link into the description and also put it into the community tab. And I love you guys, and enjoy the video. Peace. All right.